Boy, did my patio pondering get people talking this morning. I had a phone call this afternoon from a good friend of mine from Pennsylvania. He's a little bit older than me. And as we talked through his experience with women in agriculture, he shared that he remembers the very first woman in ag that came to his soil and water board looking for funding for a turkey barn. He remembered her name, he remembered the year. But I talked with him and he says, it's no big deal now. He did say that he might remember if a man came in 2025 and did the same thing asking for funding because in his area it's changed so much. The other thing that he brought up that I found striking is he was talking about the men when I asked him specifically where'd the men go. And he says, well, sometimes it's the man that married into the farm, so the woman is taking over the farm. But he also said, in a lot of cases, the man is the one that's working in the manufacturing plant, welding, painting, building trailers, working on heavy machinery. So it hit me. That's the complete opposite of what we saw in the farm crisis in the late 70s and early 80s, where the man stayed on the farm and the woman went to town, got a job as a nurse, a teacher, a secretary, or something. Pretty interested. So I've got some feelers out to some contacts in the industry. We're going to dive into this woman in ag phenomenon a little bit deeper and see if it really is not that big a deal like it is to me right now. And it's kind of funny being a 50-something, middle-aged white guy talking about women in ag is not that big a deal, which completely contrasts a conversation I had in 1993, maybe the spring of 1994, with my girlfriend. And she said at that time, I have to work harder than the men because I'm the only woman. I don't think she has to do that today, even though that particular woman is working really hard. Keep tuned for more of this discussion as we dive deeper into how our agricultural roots form us and how the agriculture roots around us help form us. And possibly women in ag not being a big deal is more of a taproot than it used to be. So, thanks everyone.